Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome everybody to the monthly Town of Milton Board meeting. Today is March the 25th, 2026. Time is 6:30. I'd like to get the meeting started with the Pledge of Allegiance by Councilman Frolish.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilman Delnicki.
Present.
Councilwoman Soden.
Present.
Councilman Frolish.
Present.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Present.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Present. Before we get started with the meeting, I just want to thank a few people in reference to this wonderful new facility that we have here. This has been a multi-year project, and I want to thank the Facilities Committee, John Frolish, he's the chairman of the Facilities Committee, Jason Miller, Dave Bramer, Kevin Bubrick. I just want to thank everybody for all the hard work from the town's side of this entire project. It's been a long time coming. The current garage is 59 years old, so obviously this was time. This was a 10 point, Dave Bramer, where are you? $10.3 million project, which we came under the allotted amount of money that we were looking for the project. I want to thank Dave. Dave, you did an outstanding job making this happen. All the hard work you did behind the scenes that nobody can realize what you actually do with the bonding and the whole process that we undertake here. This whole entire facilities, we have our brand new cold storage building. When you come in, you saw it kind of looks like this building. We have our new fuel island. That was all paid for by taxpayer dollars, and we did not have to bond any of that project. So I just want to say thank you to Dave and the budget committee. Obviously, they do an outstanding job. And when you can save that kind of money and put it into a project like this without having to bond that portion of it, I think that shows a lot of how this town is actually running and all the good things that we're doing. So Delaware Engineering, I know that you have a lot of people here. If you want to stand up and we can acknowledge you, but thank you, Adam, for all the work that you guys have done on this project. Cody, thank you guys. This multi-year project felt like a decade, but we finally got through it, and I hope everybody got a chance to enjoy and see what this facility actually is. And anybody that didn't get a chance to take a tour, we will obviously stay after the meeting. And if you have any questions for the board or any comments, or you want to take a walk around, we'd be more than happy to do that. Even if you want to take a look at the cold storage building or anything like that. So moving on, we'll get the meeting started. I'd like a motion to accept the minutes of the February 25th, 2026 town board meeting.
I'll make that motion.
A second.
Any discussion? Councilman Delnicki.
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden.
Yes.
Councilman Frolish.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr.
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next public comment number one. Public comment number one is on the agenda items only. Public comment number one is now open if anybody would like to speak in the audience. Seeing none, Brenda, do we have anybody?
None.
Via Zoom, none. Public comment number one is now closed. Next on the agenda is Resolution 29 of 2026. Resolution 29 to appoint Karl Burkert as an alternate member of the planning board of the town of Milton, whereas the town of Milton has duly appointed town planning board comprising of 7 members and 1 alternate, all appointed by the town board for staggered terms. Now therefore be it resolved, town board, town of Milton hereby appoints Karl Burkert of 1 Fawn Drive, Ballston, Fawn, New York, 12020 as an alternate member of the planning board of the town of Milton, which appointment will take effect and shall be effective March 25th of 2026 and end on December 31st of 2026. And with said position shall pay the stipend of $1,000 per year to be prorated accordingly. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board, town of Milton, a motion for resolution number 29.
Make that.
I'll second.
Any-
This is the gentleman
Karl.
Welcome, Carl.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky,
Yes.
Councilwoman Snowden,
Yes.
Councilman Frolish.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes. Next on the agenda is resolution number 30 of 2026. Resolution to approve the use of town land by Flour Marine Propulsion LLC, whereas the Town of Milton owns property consisting of approximately 78 acres located at 3303 Galloway Road. Now therefore be resolved that the town board, after due consideration, grants Flour Marine Propulsion LLC the temporary right to access 3303 Galloway Road for the purpose of performing land surveying and sampling locations, and to perform various other environmental, water and soil sampling activities on the said property, including points along the Hogback Creek on the land north of the Hogback Brook between Hogback Brook and Councilman site, and is further resolved. Town board hereby directs and authorizes the town supervisor to take whatever steps that are necessary to execute the agreement between the Town of Milton and Flour Marine Propulsion LLC for such land surveying and environmental sampling to be performed on town-owned land located at 3303 Galloway Road. Now therefore be resolved by the town board, Town of Milton, a motion for resolution 30.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky.
Yes.
Councilwoman Snowden,
Yes.
Councilman Frolish.
Yeah.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next, motion to accept the resignation of MEO Kevin Clark from the Highway Department effective March the 25th, 2026.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Del Nicky.
Yes.
Councilwoman Snowden,
Yes.
Councilman Frolish.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, next, the motion to approve the American Diabetes Association 2026 ADA Tour de Cure event on June the 13th, 2026 to use the Town of Milton roads.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
It's a great annual event. Thank you.
Councilman Del Nicky.
Yes.
Councilwoman Snowden,
Yes.
Councilman Frolish.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr,
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander.
Yes, the next department and committee reports, Animal Control Night.
All right. Animal Control Monthly Report for February 2026. Total calls 55. Bite cases 4. Dangerous dog hearing 0. Animals seized 2. Tickets issued for unlicensed dog 1. Running at large 0. Nuisance dog 0 for a total of 1. Respectfully submitted, David Drozinski, Animal Control Officer.
Thank you, Meg. Next, the assessor's report, Meg.
March 2026, a note from the assessor's office. Happy spring. The assessor's office has been very busy collecting, processing, and posting exceptions for the 2026 assessment roll. Eligible exemptions turned in after March 1st, 2026 will be processed for the 2027 assessment roll. Please reach out to the assessment office at any time with questions regarding exemptions and how they are applied. Assessor's calendar, July 1st, valuation date, preceding year, March 1st, taxable status date, inventory as of. May 1st, tentative roll will be available both online and in office. May 26th, 4 to 8 p.m., grievance night call for an appointment. July 1st, final roll available both online and in office. Change of assessment notices will be sent out last week of April. Thank you to the assessor staff for all your hard work. Residents have reached out to me with gratitude for the kindness and willingness to assist. Respectfully submitted, Laura Ormsby.
Thank you, Meg. Next, building department, Eric.
Code Enforcement Zoning Planning Department report for February 2026. Thank you. During the month of February, the Code Enforcement Department managed 9 building permits, collected $3,745 in building permit fees, collected $500 in planning and zoning board fees, collected 0 in park and rec fees, completed 44 construction inspections, fulfilled 17 fire safety inspections, responded to 68 code enforcement violations, and a total of 4 certificates of occupancy were issued along with 3 certificates of compliance. Respectfully submitted, William F. Lewis, Building Inspector.
Thank you, Eric. Next, buildings and grounds, John.
Yep, during the month of February, we did daily cleaning of all town offices and the community center. We also did weekly setup and breakdowns for rentals and senior events. Monthly inspections of all fire extinguishers and AEDs throughout the town hall and the community center. We worked plowing all town parking lots, including the community center and Woods Hollow after the snowstorm on February 7th, 11th, 20th, 21, and 25th. We cleared and salted all sidewalks at the community center and town hall. And we also cleared all snow from the EV charging station. We cleared snow from all the walking trails in the Milton Miles after each snowstorm.
Thank you, John. Next, Comptroller's financial reporting package was issued to the town board. It's made available for public inspection on the town website. Next, economic development, John.
Good evening. The recently completed demographic analysis by Retail Strategy provided us not only with data which supports investment in Milton, but also key component of this report is the void analysis, which identifies gaps in the local marketplace. Businesses and services that are currently underrepresented or missing despite sufficient consumer demand. By categorizing these opportunities, the analysis allows for a more targeted and strategic approach to business recruitment, focusing efforts on those sectors most likely to succeed. Over the past month, time has been devoted to carefully reviewing and interpreting these findings. This has included identifying the most feasible and realistic businesses to pursue based on Milton's demographics, income levels, and traffic patterns. In addition, research has been conducted on specific site selection criteria used by targeted businesses, helping to determine which locations within the town are best suited for potential development and increasing the likelihood of successful attraction. Commercial growth. Many businesses identified in the void analysis rely on commercial brokers for site selection. I met with 2 brokers who are active in our region and knowing the local market conditions and shared key research highlighting the types of businesses best aligned with local demographics and growth patterns, with the goal of encouraging them to consider as the most suitable sites within the town to their clients. This will be an ongoing process. Updates on the steakhouse. As reported last December and in prior months, I've been pursuing several steakhouse prospects, including Longhorn Steakhouse, whose closest location has been in Albany. I was recently informed that Longhorn has chosen to locate in Wilton, renovating the former TGI Fridays building on Route 9. In the dollar store, as noted last October, I had been working with the dollar store prospect interested in Ballston. I have since learned that Dollar Tree will occupy the recently closed Rite Aid building near Home Depot in Wilton. Also, Dollar General already operates in West Milton on Route 67, indicating market saturation and no longer viable prospect for our particular town center. There's a clear trend of national brands entering new markets by reusing existing buildings to reduce construction costs. This places Milton at a disadvantage given the limited availability of vacant commercial space. However, this constraint should ease with the planned mixed-use development at Zocon Center. And the airport diner, the owner of Sunset in Saratoga, has advised that he plans a grand opening schedule for May 1st, which we are looking forward to. And I met with them today about the grand opening activities. And additional activities, I continue to attend regular planning board meetings, county meetings, as well as functions of the Chamber of Commerce. So this one.
Thank you, John. Next, I'll maybe have a report this month.
No health report.
Okay. Next, Highway Department, Eric.
The Town of Milton Highway Department March monthly report. The Highway Department responded to 7 snow events during the month of February using a total of 1,300 tons of salt. We continue tree removal along roadsides in preparation for this year's paving projects. Throughout February, we began moving equipment from our 503 Geyser Road to our 459 Rollins Street facility. As the 2026 winter season is hopefully coming to an end, please remember that there is no parking on the town roadways from November 1st till April 1st. To avoid being ticketed or towed, please do not park vehicles, boats, construction equipment, etc. on the town roadways. Basketball hoops are not allowed in the town on the town roadways or on the highway right of way that is 10 feet from the road. Your cooperation is appreciated in keeping the roadways safe and clear in the winter months. A sand and salt mixture is still available at our town residents on a first come first served basis. The mixture is located directly outside the highway gates at 503 Geyser Road. The mixture can be taken in 5-gallon buckets or similar sized containers for town residents. The transfer station remains open at 503 Geyser Road to drop off your yard debris. We politely ask not to drop off yard debris during storms for your safety and the safety of our drivers. There is no town pickup of yard debris until spring cleanup starts on April 15th. We plan to relocate the transfer station to the new 459 Rollins Street facility by mid-May 2026. Respectfully submitted, Jason Miller, Highway Superintendent, and Kevin Huber, enthusiastic Deputy Highway Superintendent.
Thank you, Eric. Next historian, Mike.
Good evening, Michael Kenny, Town Historian. My report for March 2026. This month, I continue researching and working on projects related to historic structures and places, as well as the Milton Particular Committee. On March 19th, I met with the Historic Structures and Places Committee. We basically went over a couple of things related to the Milton Milton project. We reviewed and made suggestions and corrections to the Mills of West project, which will be completed, shared with the group. This I plan on having installed in 2027. We're planning on 4 panels for 2027. Milton, West Milton, Rollins Street, Factory Village, and Ballston, Village of Ballston. We also recently discussed the Factory Village panel, which Tim Bandridge is currently working on, researching and designing. And we also discussed the September Heritage Award. We reviewed and edited the narrative and research for the September Heritage Award presentation presented at the September board meeting. I want to thank Laura Winsky for her invaluable help. I overlook her oftentimes, I've been told, so in helping with my research as far as looking at properties and finding the deeds, things like that. Thank you very much, Laura. I've also been researching residents in the town, the Hope House, the old Red Cross building, to share the history of the house and land with the current occupants. I have completed my preparations for the presentation of the Saratoga County Deceased Veteran Ceremony for June. Every 18 months, a deceased veteran in our town is honored. This month, we have the privilege of honoring the life and service of Karl. Let's see. I also downloaded, printed, and filed the most recent report of the Department of Energy on the maintenance of the Keshelik site. And also on March 19th, I met with the Saratoga County 250th Commission to discuss our plans for upcoming 2026 events. There are a number which we currently have in place, which can be viewed on the Saratoga 250th website. The first major event is going to be May 2nd and 3rd, Revolutionary War Symposium in Schuylerville. Saturday the 2nd will be at the Schuylerville American Legion Hall. We'll host 5 speakers, historians brought in from around the country to speak on a variety of topics related to the American Revolution. One speaker will be actually Jim Richmond, who's actually wrote the book War on the Middle Line, but the Random Ballstown is also a member of our committee. On Sunday, will be a bus tour of the 1780 grave, which will start in Lake Luzerne and in Milton. To register, just go to the Saratoga 250 website if you're interested in either of those things. There's limited space, so again, if you're into 250 stuff, there's a lot of people are starting to get into it. That's where you need to look at Saratoga 250. I'm also going to post a lot of all these events, and basically as you walk into town hall, once I make a big fit, and we're going to share them. I bring them down to the bottom of this link to post down there, so we're going to see down there. On July 19th, there's going to be an anniversary reading of the Declaration of Independence, which will take place at the Saratoga Battlefield Visitor Center at 2 p.m. Now, historically, the Declaration of Independence was read on July 17th here during Revolution. So the 19th is pretty close. But besides that, we decided to do it on the 19th because July 4th is such a big every day. People want vacation and stuff. So July 19th is actually a really good date for doing this. It's going to be a well-attended event. There'll be a lot of people coming there. We're going to be basically a variety of speakers and things like that. And there may even be the American citizenship ceremony there. Usually it's on the 4th of July, but they might move it to the 19th. There's nothing else. But again, we're going to do quite a few people there, as well as some different organizations to be showing up too. And again, it's July 19th. On October 10th to 11th, it's the Siege Weekend, Battle of Saratoga, which will take place at Fort Hardy Park in Schuylerville. There'll be a large event with many great actors, food trucks, demonstrations, and 18th century encampment. October 17th, Surrender Day at Fort Hardy Park, which started as a school program about 15 years ago, with one school to include numerous school districts. It's become a very large community and county event. And November 7th, the Veterans Run at Fort Hardy Park starts at 10 o'clock. If you're interested in attending that as well. Again, I'm going to basically get more details on these, post these, and probably actually have Dave on the website. Dave Raymer, Comptroller, yes. Again. So you can put it on the website, the Facebook website, as well as again, I'm going to post them at various locations like Bottom CM and here at Town Hall. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. Next to Justice Court, John.
Yep. Oh, thank you. Charges received for the month were 58. Charges disposed of were 79. Fines were $2,538. Surcharges were $2,137. Civil fees were $350, for a total of $5,025.
Thank you, John. Next, planning consulting, planning and zoning board, Barb.
Okay, February for our planning consultant. February 10th, a pre-application meeting with site plan. February 11th, Saratoga County Planning and Zoning Conference. The 11th, again, planning board meeting on 885 Rock City Road. February 12th, County Stormwater Management Meeting. February 12th, Zoning Update Committee Meeting. February 18th, Facilities Meeting. Zoning Board Review of MacArthur Drive. Zoning Board Research Map Draft for the solar. Ongoing application support to Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals applicants. Ongoing cooperation with Bill Lewis on ZBA applications. Pre-application conferences, land use inquiries. Ongoing coordination with Delaware Engineering. Ongoing coordination with chairs of the Planning and Zoning Board on planning reviews, ongoing MS4 program management for site inspections. Now I'm going to do a little disclosure here. I do go to the Planning and Zoning Board meetings, so I'm kind of just condensing down what goes on, and anyone that wants further information, the agendas and the minutes are all available on our website. So the planning board meeting for February 11th, 885 Rock City Road, Stack and Store. They approved a minor site plan amendment for addition of 21 10 by 30 movable storage structures. John was very, on this point made, the board is not approving or doing anything with non-compliant use of the truck rental. This is a code enforcement issue. The ZBA meeting for February 26th, excuse me, they changed the dates for the November meeting, November 26th, which I believe is Thanksgiving, to November 19th, and the December meeting, December 24th to December 17th. They reviewed an area variance for 935 MacArthur Drive, a 7.2 foot variance for front setback to attic garage. Public hearing was set for March 26th, which is tomorrow night.
Thank you, Barb. Next, receivable taxes, Lisa.
Thank you, Supervisor Freeman, Town Board. The taxes collected from February 20th through March 18th was $252,228.36. The total amount of taxes collected today is $9,011,703.12, which includes $4,938.30 in penalty fees and $119 in second notice fees and $20 check fee. As of March 18th, 87% of the taxes have been collected. On March 12th, 2026, we issued a check for the town of Milton in the amount of $2,069.33, which represents penalty collected from February. We'll be collecting taxes in March on Thursdays and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., including Monday, March 30th and Tuesday, March 31st. As of April 1st, all unpaid taxes need to be paid directly to the Saratoga County Clerk. If any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, Lisa. Next, Town Clerk, Brenda.
So for the month of February, my office we handled 9 foils with about a 24-hour turnaround. We issued 159 dog licenses with 34 renewals online. We issued 6 fishing licenses. We handled 2 pavilion rentals and 5 community center rentals and issued 1 peddler's license. As registrar, we issued 2 marriage licenses, 16 certified marriage certificates, and 55 certified death certificates. And then during February, the records management officer, I've been scanning documents for highway to get them into Laserfiche to help them transition up here to the new facility. And we're also working on scanning completed building permits that allow for a faster turnaround with foils. And we're working through the Laserfiche program. We're redacting personal information so that we can get the documents onto the website so people can scan them themselves.
Thank you, Brenda. Do we have any Youth Bureau report this month?
We do. The meeting was held March 9th. Some great programs in the area, and most of them are open up to the whole county. They're in the process of purchasing a local church to begin a youth theater, hopefully soon. They had a roundtable discussion, and they let the kids come in and run the roundtable to discuss what issues the kids are facing and what programs they'd like to see offered. And I guess the response was great. The kids had a ball. They loved it. The community center also offers parenting groups and supports, and they're hoping to open the service up via Zoom to the whole county. And Rebecca, who is the chair of the Youth Bureau Board, attended a youth development conference in November. And one thing she brought back was they had a youth court where the kids ran the court, and they found out how it works, why you're at court, and how to come up with a decision. She said the kids loved it, and she'd love to bring something like that to Saratoga County. Another idea for the county was a financial literacy program to teach the kids balancing a checkbook, creating and following a budget, those kind of things that they don't really get in school anymore with home ec. And April is Saratoga County Youth Month. That's it.
Thank you, Brenda. Next is public comment number 2 on any town business. Public comment number 2 is now open. And then
Bantham, 32 Birch Tree Lane. I just wanted to take a moment, Scott and board, to say thank you for inviting this to the public to the building tonight. I, of course, have driven by here so many times and see a big brown building from the road. Being inside gives me new appreciation for how beautiful this facility is. It truly is state of the art, professional, and it's enormous. And as I was mentioning to both Jason and Kevin earlier, these guys at the highway department are hardworking, they're professional. We're so lucky to have them, and they are really deserving of building special. So my hat off to you, everyone involved, make this happen. I just want to say I think it's a great thing for the community, and I think it is something to be proud of.
thank you, Tim. We appreciate your positive comments. Thank you. Anyone else? Jason?
From Consultant Highway. we'd like to thank everyone. Thank the board for working together to make this happen. Delaware Engineering. Cody seems to have snuck out, but. Done there. Mostly though, thank you to the residents. This is your building, it's work here, so thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Tom Bogosian? Tom, I just wanted, before you start speaking, I just wanted to say thank you because I know that when this building, we first started planning it, we had local construction people that were prevalent in our town, and you attended several meetings and gave us some good ideas. So thank you for the input, and this is obviously our final project here. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Supervisor. Well, I was looking at a little sheet that Delaware put together. I was not here in 1967 in town when the first building went up, but I was here in 1986 when the blue building went up 40 years ago. So that was four corners, a stop sign, and bonfire was on the corner. So we've come a long ways in the town. I just want to express my thanks to Supervisor Board for getting this done, the facilities committee done. Good job. I know it's not easy to put it together in the construction business, herding cats. So I completely understand. We have a first-rate highway crew, and Jason and Kevin and guys, congratulations. You deserve a first-rate facility. Do great things. 15 strong, only 15 guys, workers that can keep this town up to snuff. Just want to say thank you very much to the taxpayer. Money well spent. Looking forward to the next phase, the park, and reimagine that. And I also got to give a shout out to Dave, getting them paid, right amount.
Thank you for the positive, Tom. Thank you. Anyone else? Ma'am? Yeah. Yeah.
And I just want to echo what everybody is saying. Nice job, it's beautiful, and too many times people are complaining about things at meetings. Today, it's like, it's a win for everybody. It's a nice job. And I look forward to the new projects that we're speaking about, so.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bill Eustace?
Do I have to announce myself?
Yes, please.
Bill Eustace, 15 Van Tassel. Beautiful building. Way to go, man. Nice job. Keep it really. Like to give a little shout out to the crew. Kevin came over with the new bucket truck. Yeah. We were the first people to have trees done in World Fort by us. Took down everything that needed to be taken down, including one probably where they would have to come back and get a year or two. Cleaned up the mess, stacked up everything and said people could take what they want. What's ever left in 2 weeks or so, we'll be back and pick up. Nice little file, came back and picked it up. Today, you had a gentleman out putting mailbox posted. I know you're not coverage. Very nice of him. He knew what he was doing. He didn't just throw me in there. I was over watching with my neighbors, and he really did a nice job. And you see, he had several others who really dropped out, so he had others to do. Might have something really addressed in the future. That's not done that. On that side, you know, I think he must have had a new driver coming. A lot of grass. Right off the edge of the road, you know, but I can see to be more this year than ever before. Even though it's like it's just I haven't noticed. Safety concern of mine. I don't know the whole story. I just noticed those doors up there. Is there something on the other side? And you have a gate that is coming from You're moving a lot. Okay. We might use you guys, because I have the most of the people, we have those offensive things going on. Just doing that in case when you're ready to load, the last thing you can let it go, somebody says something, to do something. When you have time, you have something there already, that's great. My last thing is, at some point, I would like to address again the exit from our development, some kind of an emergency exit, some kind of plan. In case of emergency, like the old rock farm emergency thing that happened 20 years ago, everything gets shut down. We have one way in and out, that's it. Something that can be done, let's all get our heads together and see what can be done about that. Some kind of an emergency exit to get out of the development safely, okay? Thank you very much.
Bill, I addressed that several years ago with the county, and they were willing to put an access road coming along the airport. But then the residents didn't want that once we established that that was gonna be the access road coming out. But we'll definitely take another look at it, and if it,
Something,
yes,
I see there's a gate down there at the end of the area. Something that can be opened and shut by the fire department, whatever.
we'll definitely take another look at it.
Okay, thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. Anyone else? Hearing none, Brenda, anybody via Zoom?
Nope.
Okay, public comment number 2 is now closed. Do we have any correspondence, Maria?
No.
No correspondence. Discussion on any new or old business from the board?
Just a couple of things. Now that we satisfied all the adults, we're gonna get on working for the kids a little bit with our playground, getting in some playground equipment and some pavilions. That's our next project here for us, facilities. I did a little history lesson today. This project actually began back in 2015 or 2011. I can't remember exactly. And the town had a committee that did a study of the town garage and the buildings and came up with a report that said at that time there was roofs that needed to be replaced and buildings that needed to be replaced. And since then, we've been through 4 supervisors, 3 of which said, we can't afford to do that. And finally, we got a supervisor, leadership supervisor that came forth and figured it out how we could do it. And what you're looking at this facility, this whole complex right here, did not raise tax dollars a penny, which is a hell of a thing to do. That's why we're here. So I thank you, Mr. Supervisor. And if anybody didn't notice, in Gazette this week, Jason and Kevin's crew got a attaboy in the letters to the editor from a person in our town. So that's a real positive thing too.
Yeah, I just want to announce that April 9th is the next zoning committee meeting. Right now, we're focusing on the solar because we have a moratorium in place that is up, I believe, at the end of July. So we'd like to get something done, the new solar zone. That'll be the priority. Okay, we'll get to fun things. I'll put a plug in for Friends of the Cateros because they were at my Grange meeting Saturday morning. And they'll be doing on April 12th, they do their fish stocking at Kelly Park. So bring the kids down. They always enjoy that, rain or shine. And we're also in the beginning stage of our fishing tournament. It's the 40th year for the fishing tournament here with the county and the town of Milton. That'll be on May 9th, and I'll give you further information as it progresses. Thank you.
Thanks, Barb. A couple things, Kevin and Jason, and
No,
I just want to say the sledding hill was a huge success. I still have people calling the office saying how much fun the kids had, so thank you for that. And the only other thing I want to say in reference to this garage, I know the buck stops with me, supervisor, people complain, they come to me. But this board and Jason and Kevin and Dave Bramer, it took everybody, Billy Lewis, our building inspector, everybody. It takes all of us. It's not me, it's us. We're a team. So just want to say thanks to everybody. I know I get the credit because I'm the supervisor, but it takes all of us, you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I really do. Thank you. Mike?
Just one item, April 10th, which is a Friday, we will be having our next Milton Day committee meeting. So, it's at 1:00. So everyone is welcome to attend, whether you're part of the committee or not. We'd love to hear from you.
Karl, thank you for stepping up for the alternate of the planning board. It's a busy time for the planning board, doing really important work, so appreciate your willingness to do that. I got a sneak peek at the daily specials, the restaurant of Sunset at Saratoga are gonna be having, and they're really good, really big, and woefully underpriced, so jump on it when they first start rolling that out. It's some good food for a family of 4 plus. And I think Tim Banth and Bill Eustace, if the highway department has a internship program at some point, who seem enthusiastic about
There.
That's it.
I just forgot one thing. I'm glad Eric mentioned the airport diner. So I spoke with Mike, and if many of you know, if you follow that, he had what you want to call a soft opening, where he was serving corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day. There was 4 menu items on the menu, which fed 4 people except the Rubens. Huge success. I've heard a lot of positive feedback on the food. He put out over 84 dinners that day, so he was very happy with that. So hopefully that's a good thing to come. And like John said, May 1st, he's shooting for the opening for the diner full swing. So, and the only other person I didn't mention, but I want to give a big shout out to this whole entire project. Attorney Craig, he handled a lot of things. So we forgot to mention him, but Jim always does a great job, and he had a huge part in this whole complex. So I just want to say thanks to Jim. We do not have any executive session this evening, so a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Councilman Delnicky?
Yes.
Councilwoman Soden?
Yes.
Councilman Frolish?
Yes.
Councilwoman Kerr?
Yes.
Supervisor Ostrander?
Yes, everybody, if they didn't get a tour, we'd be more than happy to stick around for a little while. If anybody has any questions, come up and talk to us. If